Arsenal Football Club is an English professional football club based in Holloway, North London. It plays in the English Premier League and is one of the 4 big clubs in England. He won the English Premier League title 13 times, the FA Cup 14 times, and once the European Cup Winners' Cup, which was later renamed the European Union Cup. Founded in 1886 in Woolwich, southwest London, Arsenal moved north in 1913 to Highbury, then to their new stadium, the Emirates Stadium, in May 2006 near Ashburton Grove in Holloway, not far from their previous stadium. French coach Arsène Wenger, who supervised the team's training from September 1996 until the summer of the 2018 season, is considered the legendary coach of Arsenal and one of the greatest coaches in the history of the English Premier League, by virtue of the long period he spent with the team for more than 2 decades, and his leadership of the Gunners to achieve many championships and achievements. In 2006, it became the first London club to reach the Champions League final. Arsenal has a large fan base, which stands with him in a series of long-term enmities with several other clubs, most notably with their neighbour Tottenham Hotspur, with whom they have intense enmity, as a match is held between them that is considered the most famous in the London derbies and is called the North London Derby. Arsenal is one of the richest English football clubs, worth more than £600 million sterling according to 2007 statistics, and it has regularly emerged in drawing the image of football in British culture, and in 2010 it was impossible to become the richest football club ever, with a value of about $1.2 billion. In 2014, the club ranked 5th in the Forbes list of the richest football clubs in the world, with an estimated value of about $1.3 billion, and in 2015 it fell to 7th place while retaining the same value. In 2016, Forbes indicated that the club was the second most expensive club in England, after its value reached $2.0 billion. Besides that, it is among the highest grossing clubs and among the most popular around the world. Arsenal also has a women's club, which is the most successful club in English women's football. Arsenal FC has been involved in social activities since 1985 and has carried out several different sports, educational and charitable projects. He also appeared in several media programs, films and documentaries after becoming an integral part of the English identity in particular, and the British one in general. The club owns Arsenal Holdings Limited, which is rarely traded. On an individual level, the club's owners throughout history have been people of the Briswell Smith and Hillwood families, but the club has attracted the attention of foreign millionaires since 2009, so the American billionaire Enos Stan Kroenke acquired 66.64% of the shares, while his Russian-Uzbek competitor Alisher Usmanov acquired 29.11% of the shares. Arsenal FC has been involved in social activity. Incorporation, the Royal Arsenal team in 1888. Woolwich Arsenal, in dark jackets, take on Newcastle United in the FA Cup semi-final at the Victoria Ground, Stoke. The club was founded in 1886 under the name Dial Square by a group of workers who were working on the railway known as the Underground, but it did not take long until it changed shortly afterwards to become Royal Arsenal. After 10 years of its founding, the team moved to the world of professionalism in 1896, and then, by royal orders from the government of Great Britain, its name was changed to become Woolwich Arsenal. But the team's supporters did not like the name very much, as they deleted the first syllable to become Arsenal only, which means the arsenal in the Arabic language, and it was officially approved, and it is the name currently in use. The club became the first southern member of the Football League in 1893 and began playing its matches in the second division before qualifying for the first division in 1904. The club appointed Herbert Chapman as coach of the team in the year 1925. Chapman had won the league championship twice with Huddersfield Town during the 1923-24 and 1924-25 seasons, and Arsenal rose to a mighty renaissance that is today considered the first major successes in the club's history. The combination of Chapman's revolutionary training and tactics, along with the emergence of talented players, such as Alex James and Cliff Bastin, laid the foundations for the club's dominance in English football during the 1930s. Tournament period. The real boom period for Arsenal was in the 30s of the 20th century, when Arsenal won 5 English Premier League championships and 2 cup championships in just 9 years, under the leadership of club president Herbert Chapman. The club won its first trophy in the 1930 FA Cup final and followed it up by winning the league title twice in the 1930-31 and 1932-33 seasons. In addition, Chapman sought to be able to change the name of the local London Underground station from Gillespie Trail to Arsenal, making it the only underground station named after a football club. Chapman died of pneumonia at the beginning of 1934, so he was succeeded by Joey Shaw and George Allison, and under their care the club won 3 new titles in the seasons 1933-34, 1934-35, and 1937-38 respectively, and the FA Cup for the year 1936. Arsenal's star is fading. Gradually, with the end of the 30s, that is, during the period in which a number of key players retired, and then the Second World War broke out, all football matches in the country were suspended, and the activity of all sports clubs stopped.